Hello everybody, my name is Tommy. I am a mask and puppet maker, and in this video I'm going to be showing you how to make a mask base without a balloon or newspaper, entirely out of cardboard. As you can see, it completely covers the face and your neck. So this is a good, and this is actually a fairly simple tutorial using only cardboard. I've even seen people make it entirely out of paper, whatever you want, but this one I would recommend just regular cardboard. It's a great way to recycle cardboard and save on materials, very cheap. All you need is some tape, some scissors, cardboard, and maybe some hot glue. And I also have a video tutorial on making a mask using a balloon and paper mache. That option is available too. That is one of my older videos, so please be sure to check out the link that's going to pop up right here. And you will learn how to make a mask base using a balloon, and as well as newspaper. So I'd like to give a shout out to my student Eric, who is the very reason why I decided to post this tutorial here. This is a project that I made privately in a private class. Since he is an academy student of mine, please be sure to check out Puppet Master Academy. So now I have two mask options to use for bases. Alright, enjoy the tutorial. Let's get started. This video we will be making a head base using only cardboard instead of paper mache, which will be even easier. I want to take this piece of cardboard and I'm going to just cut myself a strip. So I'm going to cut myself some cardboard. Just a strip. It doesn't have to be perfect, but you just want to be able to... We're going to make it so that it fits your head perfectly. Okay, this is going to be something I've never actually made before. And right now we have a strip there. We want to roll with the cardboard, not against it. I'm going to show you what I mean. I'm just going to roll. And we're going to roll that. So I'm going to leave just a little bit of room, but you want it to just fit around your head. Wrap it around your ears. Wrap it around your ears too, because you want to have a little room for your ears. So have some room for the ears as well. So like that. We're going to remember where we have that. Just keep your hand placed where you have it. Just make sure that it's a good fit, like that. And then you can use tape. You can use masking tape. And we're just going to tape this up. Or any kind of tape will work. It doesn't have to be masking tape. I'm just going to use masking tape because that's what I use for paper mache. So if you want to use duct tape, scotch tape, the clear stuff, or you can even glue it if you want. But we're doing a no newspaper head base. This is the first time here, but I've seen it done. A lot of people do it this way. So like that. It should just fit on just nicely. Now we want to add something just for the top of your head. Yeah. So we want to take another piece of cardboard. So I'm just going to cut myself another thin So like this, And then, so we're just gonna have it, the easiest way to do this, we're gonna put one piece, we're gonna just tape one piece on. I'm gonna do it from the outside here. You can tape it. Actually, I'm gonna glue it on because it'll be more permanent, but you can try taping it. So I'm gonna use the hot glue. So I'm wearing gloves so I don't burn myself. So I'm just gonna let the glue dry. Just let the glue cool down here. And just gonna kind of get this ready. Okay, so once that is on, I am going to put this on my head and I'm going to just you want to have it. You want this to just sit just above your eyes because this is where the eyes are going to be. But I'm going to wrap this behind me just so that it fits my head. So this is what we have. We want this to be the same height as your head, so it just sits on it comfortably. There, like that. We're going to remember that. We're going to glue that, or you can use tape, but I'm going to be using glue. So this is what we have right now. I'm just letting this glue set. Just hold it down for maybe like about a minute. Just let that. Alright, so now that's set. I'm actually just going to tape it on there just to make sure. Just to be safe. Now we're going to cut that off. We'll put that on again. Once you put it on again, it should just fit perfectly on your head. And then what we're going to do is we're just going to do it the other way around. Like that. So I'm going to put glue on top here and then just on both sides. I'm going to get myself another glue stick. Okay, so this is what we have. I'm just going to tape these down. We can glue it if you want, but I think I'll be okay with just tape right now. And now you should have something that kind of looks like a crown at this point. Pretty cool. Should look like a crown. So now what we can do, so now that we have something that can rest on our heads, we're going to actually start to, I'm going to wrap some cardboard just underneath it. I'm just going to just cut the cardboard the length that I want it here. But you want it to just be able to cover your face. We're going to roll this cardboard and we're going to want to put it on here. We're going to call this the head frame, or you call it a crown if you want. We're going to start gluing the cardboard. So I'm going to just put some glue on here. Just on the raised areas. You don't need to put glue in the, just on these strips. So at this point it should look kind of like a face shield. Like a welder's mask, actually. It should look a lot like a welder's mask. So the last strip will be just a little bit shorter than this one. I will show you in just a moment, just as soon as we get this piece glued on properly. You're going to notice that there's a little bit of a gap. This is so that we can allow your shoulders to, you know, some room for the shoulders, but even if you forget that, you can always cut it after. But this is about where I'm going to have it. I want to cut this just a little bit shorter than the other piece, if that makes any sense. I will show you what I mean in just a moment. You're going to notice that this piece is just a little bit shorter than that one. I'm doing that on purpose because we want room for your shoulders, because this is going to completely cover your face. You're not going to be able to see your chin. This is going to be a total. So I'm going to show you right here. So you notice that this piece is shorter than this one here. Can you see that? I'm doing that on purpose. So that's so that you can get it to go around your shoulders. This mask is going to completely cover your face. Nobody can see your chin or anything. So I am going to glue this on right now. This is actually just about perfect. I'm going to just trim this ever so slightly. We're going to glue this on right now. And then we're going to take the tape. We're going to tape these ends up. We're going to just seal this off. That's all taped up. And same for this side here. We're going to do the other side as well. Okay, so that is completely covered up. I'm going to put this on just to make sure it still fits. I noticed that this is kind of touching my collarbone here. So we're going to trim that. And we can do that very quickly with a pair of scissors. We're just going to cut these corners off. Now you can kind of see why I left a little room back here, because it just goes right up, just covers up the It just covers it up nicely, but if you need to, you can just trim like a slight little arch here just so that you have a little room for your neck. So that's optional. I'm not going to. But next thing we want to do is we want to have the eye holes. The eye holes, this is why I told you to put this just above your eyes. So now we know exactly where the eye holes are going to go. And that's just right below this frame. So we're going to cut 2 eye holes at the front of the mask. The front of the mask is the long end. Long end is your front. This is the back. You can mark it too. It's a good idea to mark it as well. So just use big letters, small letters, I'm sorry. And then we'll just go front. Let's get the eye holes in. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take this. Exactly, the eye holes are going to be aligned with this strip right here. So I'm going to put one right here. I'm poking a hole so I know where the frame is from this other side. So you can see I poked 2 holes just below this frame here. Now we know exactly where we need to cut. Now obviously these are not going to be your eye holes because they're very tiny, okay? Well, we're going to... Now you can make them bigger, smaller, depending on your character, but you just want to make sure you have the proper eye hole for whatever you want to make. We're going to cut those out. Okay, I just drew that where we're going to have the eye holes. Just be careful when you're cutting with a knife here. Knives and scissors are very sharp and pointy, so make sure you're cutting away from yourself. Perfect, we have them just in the right place. So to make sure that they are properly spaced out, you can just measure your eyes. Just careful you don't poke your eyes with it. And just measure with tape right there to make sure you have them spaced out. So my eyes are about 1.5 inches or 4 centimeters apart. And then you take it to the mask. And that's pretty much perfect. So that's how you make sure that they are spaced out properly. This is actually just perfect here. So, and we're just going to cover this up here, and then that will complete our tutorial. So we're just going to cut some pieces of cardboard, and yeah, we're just going to cover this up with some strips of cardboard. So just roll up some strips and just glue them on. So I'm just gluing this strip on over here. And then you'll notice some overhang here. We can just trim this off with a knife. Just be careful when you're doing that, please. I don't want you to get hurt. And this is what your mask should look like. No newspaper. Now, if you end up making it just a little too small, you could just cut this. So you can just make it a little wider and just tape it up again. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to add a wedge. We're going to use the wedging method. We're going to put a wedge. We're going to just put a wedge in here, just to make it a little bit wider, and then we're going to tape it up again. And the same as inside here, I'm just going to add a wedge. See, I added a wedge where the frame was. We're just going to put some tape along that. And that will make it just a little bit bigger. It's going to look like that. We'll just cut this off. I want to try it on now. That's better. That's a little more comfortable, but there you go. So now you have a head base without any newspaper or balloon, just out of cardboard. Right, and that's all you have to do. A very simple cardboard mask, a mask base. Okay, well that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. And I will see you all next time. Bye-bye. Remember to subscribe.
I hope you enjoyed the show. Don't forget to subscribe. See you all next time.